Harihi Sharanam. Ajnanatimidandhasya Jnananjanasalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Divya Atman, my dear friends on the path of divine perfection. Today's topic is how to be God-oriented. His Holiness Sri Swami Chidanand Maharaj, our beloved and worshipful Gurudev, the Holy Master, says we should direct our entire being, that is mind, intellect, emotions, sentiments, towards that one and only being, the sole source, in whom there is enduring, eternal, unalloyed, unmixed, total happiness that won't decrease or change. That is God. That is Brahman. There we are to make our activities God-oriented by spiritualizing all the activities. Now we may ask, all said and done, how can I implement it? I am involved in this world which is familiar to me, but I do not know that unknown, unfamiliar being. How can I have any love or affection, inclination or longing for that? Yes, our problem is genuine. Here the solution is, as Gurudev advises, detach from here and attach there. We should get ourselves familiar to that when we want to worship, love, adore, on whom we want to meditate upon, towards whom we want to move. There are three different ways. First is our heredity. If we are born in a family where parents are devotees and they are doing puja and kirtan, singing devotional songs, reading about the leelas of the Lord and the lives of saints, talking about Him, the Supreme Being, and in this way we will automatically develop love for God. Now, secondly, if we are not born in such a family, we should think about our rich heritage. We should get ourselves acquainted with it by reading the spiritual books. There is a unique tradition in all the parts of India. There are some people whose sole occupation is to master the scriptures and to go to various places and narrate, expound and elucidate all the stories. So even illiterate villagers can also know some philosophy about Sabari, Ahalya and many such characters. They know about bhakti and about God's grace. Our scriptures abound in stotras, stutis, hymns of the Lord, glorifying Him. We develop great admiration, adoration reverence and veneration for God. If we listen to the glories, grandeur, and greatness of God and desirability of that wonderful experience of attaining that being and that supreme bliss, peace and happiness, and going beyond all sorrow and suffering, it will definitely create in us a longing for God, for that experience, and our life will certainly be changed. Thirdly, once our taste is developed in this direction, we develop a strong desire to acquire more knowledge, and we begin to read and study our great scriptures in our leisure hours, prepare our personal notes, and discuss finer points with like-minded friends in this path. What we argued to be unknown and unfamiliar now becomes known and so close for our heart that we will spend most of our spare time on that, and we don't like to waste our time on worldly things. Now we like to read about it, think about it, talk about it, and like the company of people with such tendency only. Now unknown, that becomes our best friend and guide. The remote becomes the closest. He becomes a part of our life, and we can't live without him. Hari Om Tat Sat.